Good morning, children. Let me take a lesson from science. That's for 8th standard. Eat. Already 3 lessons we have completed. This is the 4th lesson. So in this lesson we have to say what is eat. Eat is a form of energy. First, what is it? Eat. It's a form of energy. Okay. Everybody feels the heat. The main source of heat is what? Sun. Everything we know. So here the heat may be transferred in 3 ways. That is conduction, convection and radiation. So heat has some effects on the objects. It changes the shape of the body. And what are the effects it make on object? Everything we have to say in the lesson. So better, that is 4th lesson in page number 35. So what is heat? Heat is a form of energy. Then what are the effects of heat? Effects of heat. Because of eating a substance, it may do some changes. What are the effects of the heat? Expansion, increase in temperature, and third one is change in state. So heat is it's a form of energy. What are the effects of heat? When the heat is played on some other objects, it may have some changes. What are the changes? Expansion, increase in temperature, change its state. Expansion, that is a smaller object, it may be expanded. Then increase in temperature from the normal temperature. For example, it starts in 10 degrees Celsius. After heating, it becomes 20, 25. That is, temperature is increased. And change of state may be the solidized. Because of heating, it becomes liquid. Liquid on heating, it becomes vaporized. This is known as what? Change of state. Either from solid to liquid, liquid to gas. This is known as change of state. Everything, because science, you have to explain with an experiment only. So here is a small 3 experiments given for us to know the effects of heat, how it is acted on the object. For example, first one, expansion. Expansion, what you have to do? You have to take a metal bulb. So that metal bulb, you have to take one stand. The stand, the metal bulb can easily go through get into that before heating. After heating, the same metal bulb and the same stand, it cannot go through because of the heat it expanded. So it is an example for expansion. So let me see from page number 35. See the diagram there. It's a stand. The stand, what is there? One iron ring is there. Through the iron ring, we have to insert the metal ball. Not bob, it is ball. Metal ball we are inserting. First, because there is no effect, nothing has happened. As the original as it is, the metal ball is remaining as it is. So when you are keeping the metal box, it went into the iron ring. Then second time, after heating for some time, when you inserted the metal ball into that, it does not go because due to heat, it expands. This is an example to prove that heat can expand. So what you have to do for that? It is a metal ball and a metal ring of suitable diameter. Both are the same size. Ball size and ring size both will be same. Pass the metal ball through the ring. You can observe that the metal ball can easily go through it. Before any changes, metal ball can easily go through. After heating, the metal ball does not go because it expands on heating. Clear? The first one is before heating, second one is after heating. It does not go into the iron ring, it remains as it is. This is an example for expansion. So we did an experiment. Now we have to say increase in temperature. That is, whenever you increase the temperature, it will be remain. For example, what you have to take? You have to take activity 2. This is activity 1. This is activity 2. So take a cup of water and note its temperature. Before starting an experiment, you have to take 1 cup of water and note down the temperature. It's normal 4 degrees Celsius. Maybe water is what? 0 degree or 4 degree. Heat the water for a few minutes and note the temperature again. First it may be 0. That is 0 degrees centigrade in beginning. Then after that you are heating for some time, the water rises. Even the simple experiment, while taking for bath also we are keeping some water in the vessel. First there is no temperature you are finding out. After 10 minutes the water started to boil. Then you are seeing the temperature, means the temperature will be raised. So from that we came to know the temperature, whenever you are increasing, whenever you are heating, the substance may be, the substance temperature may be increased. For example, water is said. If you are taking liquid water in the earlier stage, you have to note down the temperature. You have to heat for 50 minutes or 15 minutes or 20 minutes. After that you are saying, mean the temperature will be raised. Now note down the temperature. That is final temperature. Final temperature and the initial temperature you are saying, mean there should be some difference. That is the increase of temperature. Clear? For example, at the beginning it is 0. Beginning, that is initial, 4 degrees Celsius. After heating, that is final, maybe 20 degrees. The difference between these two is known as what? Increase in temperature. This is an example for that. And change of state. Next we have to say change of state. What is the change of state? That is, it changes its position. For example, ice cube. Ice cube, it is in the form of solid. First you are taking here activity 1, this is activity 2, and change of state, we have to see activity 3. So simplest experiment only. What we have really practiced, experienced in our life. This is change in state, that is changes may be shown. For example, you are taking the solid ice, solid block of ice, then you are eating for some time, the solid block melt, that ice melt and becomes liquid. So after you are just cooling the liquid, it becomes again you are eating the, not stopping the thing, first you are solid, we are eating, it becomes liquid, liquid water, and liquid water again you are heated, it becomes gas. So solid changes into liquid, liquid heat again and becomes gas. This is known as what? Change of state. So what are the effects of heat? Effects of heat: expansion, increase in temperature and change in state. We have seen the examples for everything. That is easier experiments as well as we have already experienced. These are the effects of the heat. So one form of energy may be converted into another form of energy. For example, you see solid. We are heating, it becomes liquid. So solid changes into liquids. It's in page number 36. That is melting. Solid changes into liquid. The process is known as what? Melting. Then liquid to gas. Vaporization. Vapor. Next, solid to gas. Directly, the camphor, that is solid, when heating it becomes gas. This is known as sublimation. You would have studied from 6th standard. When a solid is solid actually changes into liquid, then to gas. So it does not come to the form of liquid. Solid directly changes into gas, that is known as what? Sublimation. Then gas, you are cooling it, it becomes liquid. It is condensation. These are the process. Liquid to solid, liquid water you are keeping in the freezer, it becomes solid. This is freezing. And gas to liquid. This is deposition. Deposition means what? Settled. So what are the process of heating effects? Solid directly it changes into liquid, that is melting. Liquid changes into gas, this becomes vaporization. Then solid becomes gas directly, that is sublimation. Gas, when you compress the gas, it becomes liquid, that is condensation. Liquid you are keeping in the fridge, it becomes solid again, that is freezing. Gas to liquid deposition. Okay, now we have to say transfer of heat. Next, what I say, this is the effects of heat. And what are the changes of heat, I said. Now we have to say transfer of heat. There are three ways of heat transfer. No, heat transfer from one particle to other particle. That is known as what? Transfer of heat. For example, if you are making hot clothes and all to dry in the open air. So, the beginning it will be wet only. After half an hour, 1 hour, if you went up again and collect the clothes, means it will be dried. Because what? Directly the sun rays fall on that. Because of the sun heat, it becomes dry. So, that is known as what? Transfer of heat. From the heat comes from the sun and it makes the clothes to dry. This is known as what? Transfer. There are three ways of transfer of heat. One is conduction. Other one is convection. The last one is radiation. Conduction, this is the heat transfer from the solid. The conduction is applicable only for the solid substances. Convection, it is for liquid and gases. And radiation, this is directly, okay, directly. Here, there is a slight differences from the conduction, convection and radiation. The conduction, there is no heat. Heat directly transfers. It does not travel through the particles. Convection, it travels through the particular particles. And radiation, it doesn't want any other medium, directly it passes. So this is conduction, convection and radiation. These are the three processes of transfer of heat. We'll see first conduction, what it is. For example, here also an activity is there, activity 4. What you have to do for that? You have to take some hot water in a glass, in a cup. You have to take one cup and place some hot water and put a metal spoon in this. Either it may be silver, steel, whatever it may be, you put the spoon in it. Leave the spoon inside the water for some time. You are taking hot water and you are taking, what are the things you require to do the experiment? Hot water as well as spoon. So, hot water you are not noting down the temperature, spoon you have taken and you have to insert the spoon into the water. After certain time, after 10 minutes or 15 minutes, you are keeping the spoon like this, clear? You are keeping this, for example, this is cup and keeping water in this spoon we are inserting. The thing, two sides are there, no, for the spoon. But the broad one you have to insert into the water, hot water, and the narrow part through what we are handling. The handle you have to keep outside only. When you are touching the handle, you feel hot. Where does that hot comes? Because the hot comes from the hot water. It is placed in the hot water only. So the spoon is become hot now. This is because of what? Water. The water, that is heat from the water, transfers into the metal. What metal it is? Either it is aluminium or silver, whatever it may be, it transfers through that and heat is passes through the metal. This is known as conduction. So, for example, in short, we have to say in page number 37, the second paragraph, 5th line. Second paragraph, 5th line last. The process of heat transfer in solids from the region of higher temperature to the region of lower temperature. Conduction, higher to lower. Higher to lower. Here, what is higher? Hot water is as higher temperature. It passes to the lower temperature, that is steel, that is spoon. There is no temperature at all on the spoon. After it immersed into the water only, it gets the heat. So, conduction, it's only for the solid materials. That is, if the heat transfer from higher to the lower, higher region to the lower region. Clear? Next, we have to go for convection. So, then what are the uses of conduction in daily life? What is the use? We cook food in the vessels. We are cooking our food items and this is in the same process, only conduction process. Then we iron the dresses, heat is transferred from iron to the cloth. Iron box we are using. Heat, that is from the electricity, the heat passes through the wire and it enters into the cloth and the cloth become what? Hot and dried. And handles of cooking utensils are made up of plastic or wood because they are poor conductors of heat. Even that black plastic is there. It's otherwise known as insulators. Like heat does not fail in that. For example, cookers and all the handles are there. No, without any cloth, we can easily keep down from the stove because of plastic. So special kind of plastics will be used for the conductors of heat. The temperature inside the igloo, that is the snow house, is warm because snow is a poor conductor of heat. So what are the uses? Well, obviously how conduction is useful in our daily life, we have to say. One is because of conduction only we cook our food in the vessels. Next, we iron the dresses by using the process of conduction. And third one, the handles of the cooking utensils are made by special kind of plastics because the plastics are poor conductor of heat. Then temperature in the include the snow house, it is warm because the snow is a poor conductor of heat. Clear? Next we have to go for convection. Next we have to say convection. Convection, already I said it is for liquid and gases only. Conduction for the solid I said. Convection for liquid and gases. We'll see how it passes. For example, you have to take some water in the vessel and heat it on a stove. This is how we are making a hot water in our houses. Touch the surface of the water. It will be cold. First we are taking the bowl. The bowl we are filled with the water. 3/4 of the bowl is filled with the water. We are keeping on the stove. So the water started to boil. At the beginning, there is no change in the water's temperature. After some time, the water started to boil. So that means what? Heat transfer through the vessel to the water. The vessel area heat transfer makes the water to boil. How did the heat which is supplied the bottom reach the top? The bottom only are giving the heat and it comes to the till top. Okay. So this is because of convection. So the form of the heat, that is in the same paragraph from down 5th line. The form of the heat transfer from the places of higher temperature to the place of lower temperature. This also same only, higher to lower. Higher to lower temperature. By the actual movement of the molecules. In the conduction, there is no movement of the molecules. Here, actual movement of the molecules. What is conduction and convection difference means heat is transfer from higher region to lower region without without transfer from the molecules. Here, heat is transfer from the higher region to lower region, actual contact of molecules. Through the molecules only water transferred. This is convection. Convection in everyday life, that is land breeze and sea breeze. Night time, no, we get some breeze, and daytime also we are getting the breeze. That is from the land, the breeze comes means it is land breeze. From the sea, the night time only sea breeze. Daytime is land breeze. Both the breeze because of convection of air. Okay, wind flows from one region to another region by convection. The hot air balloons are rising up now. Heat is transferred by the convection and so the balloon raises. The balloon rises, no, gas balloons, hot balloons and all. In refrigerator, cool air moves downward and replaces the hot air because of convection. What all I say? Formation of land breeze and sea breeze. Wind blows from one region to other region. The hot balloons heat is transferred by convection. The refrigerator cool air helps to replace the hot air because of convection. Okay. Now radiation. Clear, children? Radiation. This is the third form of energy. Directly we are heating. Okay. Here, by the conduction, heat is, for example, by the conduction, heat is transferred through the solid. By convection, heat is transferred through the liquid and gases from the higher region to lower region. Here, molecules does not involved in conduction. The convection through the molecule, through the actual movement of molecules, it has happened. But radiation is entirely different from conduction and convection. It is directly, the sun rays directly approaches to the material. But by the radiation, heat can be transferred through the empty space, even the vacuum. This and all not in vacuum. Vacuum means what? Empty place. Even the empty place also, radiation can occur. That is, the way of heat transfer from one place to another in the form of electromagnetic waves. There is no involvement of atomic molecules. Directly from the electromagnetic wave, heat is transferred from one region to another region. So radiation, it is the form of the sun, reaches the earth by radiation. The sun's energy reaches on the earth because of radiation. While standing near fire, we feel the heat which is transferred as radiation. When you are cooking, you just touch yourself, it becomes very hot. Our body becomes hot. This is because of what? Radiation. Directly, the heat from the stove, it comes to us. Black surfaces absorb heat radiation so that the bottom cooking vessels are painted black. That is copper bottom vessels, we are saying like that, no. White color reflects the radiation. That's why we are advised to wear white clothes during summer. There may be a question, why you are advised to wear white clothes during summer? What you have to say? Because white color is heat radiation, so we are advised to do. Clear? So, heat transfer by radiation is visible to our eyes, that we can see. But conduction and convection we cannot see. Even the hot sun we are walking means our skin gets warmed. This is radiation. This is an example for radiation. And we have to go for calorimetry. That is, calorimetry means, that is the technique used to measure the amount of heat involved in a physical or chemical process is known as calorimetry. That is, actually it is a technique. Technique means what? One idea used to find out the measure of heat. Next we have to see calorimeter. Calorimetry. Next, what is it? So, we have seen the solid becomes liquid, liquid becomes vapor. This and all what? Forms of energies. Okay. These are all the physical change. The heat transfers. Heat will be helpful in physical change as well as in chemical change. To measure the amount of heat, calorimetry is it's a technique used to find out the measure amount of heat involved in a physical or chemical change. Heat is important for physical as well as chemical change. And next we have to see temperature. Temperature, we have to say it is the increase of hotness or coldness. So, temperature, whether the body will be hot or cold, it will be expressed by temperature only. There are three kinds of temperature. One is Celsius scale, Fahrenheit scale and Kelvin scale. Now, calorimetry is it. Then next we have to say temperature. What are the three forms of temperature? Celsius, Fahrenheit, and Kelvin scale. In the most form of thing used in scientific measure is Kelvin scale only. You have to write about Kelvin scale, you have to read about Kelvin scale in the next class. Then, okay children, let me continue in another class. Thank you.